When it comes to lap desks, there's two main philosophies, and both of them are based around the laptop. One is simple and cheap is better, but typically they don't really feel that good on your lap. The other solution is to go expensive and complicated, and this thing just drives me crazy. You have to set both sides to the same angle 3 times, and it doesn't actually sit on your lap, so you don't get as much control. So I started thinking, why not just have a top and bottom so that it sits well on your lap and gives you a good surface? Now, I'm a metal worker, so this was the easiest way for me to make a prototype, but when I was making it, I went through this thought process that maybe it should be continuously adjustable, so the two pieces would fit on each other, one over the other, and you'd be able to put it anywhere. The only problem with that is that it doesn't actually lock in place. So after walking all the way down this path, I decided to put a single angle in the back and have the two sides be slightly different angles. So you can get, say, a 20, 90 minus 20, which is 70, as well as a 65 and a 25. The advantage of the plastic one is not only the weight, but also that you can convert it into a tracing desk. As you can see, the tool that I was using to make this is a little off center because there's a lot of space on this side and not very much on this side. I could leave it that way because that makes this edge a lot easier to reach over if you're right-handed. You can see I did a little bit of plaster work and I squared them up. Then I realized that I needed the hardest edge I could to make it look nice. So I got these little drywall edges. I was just gonna screw them in as the manufacturer recommends, but that's a lot easier in sheetrock than concrete. And these holes are pretty close to the edges, and I don't want to crack my nice mold. So because I took a step back, I realized that really what I need is something that'll stick to the bead and the concrete, which is this mildly, mid-grade expensive caulk. Because this is a finish item and the glue could wander a little bit, I'm going to set up my lamp and get everything locked in. Again, taking a step back, I was tempted to plaster over these little lips here between the edge and the actual mold part, but I realized that the plastic, when you go to form it, tends to spring back a little bit, much like metal. So by having a little bit deeper to push into, by the time it all solidifies, it'll actually be where it should instead of a little bit above where it should be. Once these are done, I should be able to make perfect models, and I actually have the material to make 6 of them right off the bat, so those will be available for sale soon.